Shalom, shalom, Israel. This is this brother Gedalia coming back at you with another video. It's going to be an exhortation on the milk, because you know our people need to understand the basics of this thing. You know who they are. You know what the truth is, what the light is, what love is, what righteousness is. You know what I'm saying? What are these things? Who are the saints, the elect? You know what I'm saying? What's the word? Who did God know and foreknew? I meant Salaki. You know, so I'm with this this is the video. This is a exhortation on the milk. But first and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give a call Yahweh by Hashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being God, who people ignorantly call God, in the name of his son Yahweh Shai, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Shalom to all the brothers out there that's out there inbound and doing the works of the Lord. You know, they out there shaking the hand, fasting, studying, being diligent as possible. Shalom to all the Aquaf out there, the ones that's married, that's actually reverencing their husbands. You know, they being shamefaced, they cooking, they cleaning, they sewing, they being teaching good things at home to the children, they holding down the household. Shalom to all the Aquaf that's out there that's not married as of yet, but you're staying diligent. You working and you building yourself up in this thing. Shalom to the children out there that's being obedient to their parents, that's staying away from the lust of this world. Yeah, so might have kicked this thing off. Let me kick this off with a precept. Book of let's go to First Peter. First Peter chapter 2. First Peter chapter 2, verse 2. It said, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. So, like I was saying, a lot of our people, you know, I do like it's like a newborn babe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you need the milk, you know, because when you come into because when the Lord bring you into this truth, it's like you learning everything over again. You know, say you coming out of the world, you're coming out of everything that you used to know with these false, wicked doctrines and ideologies that our people that our people go through, that our people are in this nowadays, like Christianity, Islam, down what else? They in witchcraft and all this other stuff. You know, they grew up eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, smoking weed, getting drunk, going to the clubs, doing these things. So you gotta, so when you come into this thing, you gotta be like a newborn babe. You know, you desire the sincere milk of the word. So you know what I'm saying? Cause you was like a baby. You can't just give a baby a damn bowl of mashed potatoes and just expect them to be alright when they crying. Like, feed yourself, eat these potatoes. Nah, man. Hey, a baby, you gonna have to, you know, suck on the breast. You know what I'm saying? Hey, drink the milk of their mother. You know what I'm saying? So they could get the minerals that they need. You know, anything that builds up, that strengthens the anatomy of their body. So let's get into what the truth is. Let's see what the truth is. It's a little chilly in here. Whew, it's lucky. Okay, let's go to the book of Psalms. Book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 119. Psalms chapter 119 and verse number 142. So we got to go into what the truth is, because we were told lies all our life by our parents that Christianity was the truth, or some people might have been in the Nation of Islam, Sunni Islam, whatever. We was told that these things were true. But when you coming into this truth, when the Lord gives you understanding, He actually takes the veil off your eyes and bring you into the light. You understand that these things you will begin to realize, so to say, that these things that you were told before this truth are false. So let's see what the truth is. The Lord said in the book of Psalms 119 and verse number 142, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So look, the law is the truth. You know, the law is the the commandments. You know what I'm saying? The law is the word of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we was told by Christianity that we ain't had to keep the commandments of the Lord. That we ain't had to that we could all we had to do was believe. Hey, and we gonna be good, that the Lord loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and when you coming into this, when the Lord takes that veil off your eyes and He brings you out of the world back into this marriage, this truth, His you know what I'm saying? He give you the discernment and the understanding, like, hey, you know, all this stuff that I was doing before, it ain't what the Lord said to do. So, you know what I'm saying? His righteousness is an everlasting righteousness. It's like it. Because when you was in that world, you wasn't being righteous. When you was in the world, you wasn't doing righteous things when you was breaking the commandments. You wasn't righteous. You wasn't doing righteous things in the world when you were eating pork, when you were eating shrimp, going to crab broils and things like that, seafood broils, so to say, seafood broils, and you celebrating birthdays and things like that. Hey, that's not righteous. The Lord said, hey, that, you know what I'm saying, we're not supposed to do those things. He's a jealous God. So when He bring you back into this truth, when He opens up your eyes and He opens up your heart and your brain, He give you discernment, and you know what I'm saying, you see that there's truth. So like you see that His word is the truth. Let's get a precept right quick. Let's go to John chapter 1. Let's go to John chapter 1, verse 17. It say, for the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth come by Yahushua, Hamashiach, or how people say Jesus Christ. So it said the law, for the law was given by Moses. Hey, Moses gave us the law. Christianity, Islam, and all this other wild stuff tell you, hey, don't follow the law. Do everything contrary to the law. Hey, Moses gave us the law. The law was the commandments of the Lord. And grace, and it said, grace and truth come by Yahushua Hamashiach. You know what I'm saying? How people are going to say Jesus Christ. Hey, grace and truth come by, you know what I'm saying, our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Hamashiach. So, you know what I'm saying? So what is this? So when the Lord takes you out of the truth, so when the Lord takes you out of the darkness, you know what I'm saying, which is the darkness being in the world, you know what I'm saying, hey, not knowing, being ignorant, you know what I'm saying, and He bring you into this truth, which is the light. It's something that you know what I'm saying, He's giving you understanding that, hey, that look, you gotta repent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start keeping his commandments, man. So let's see what the light is. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Let's get the classic. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 6. In verse 23. Jeez, Salaki, it ain't ever been this cold in my house. It gets so cold all of a sudden. Whew. Salaki. God. So this is the light, you know. So when you coming out of that world, you know, you coming out of that darkness that you was in, out of that unrighteousness that you were doing, you know, you're listening to the killer music, listening to the horror music, listening to the depression, drug abuse music, probably abusing drugs, abusing women, abusing yourself. You know, shoot, women out here, bit your women, for the women out there, you was in the clubs, you know what I'm saying, being F&F on the Sabbath day, you know what I'm saying, you know, going to seafood, boy, you was breaking the commandments. Hey, what are women into that witchcraft? You was into that witchcraft stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta come back into this light. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord bring you into the truth, hey, he shine that light on you. You know what I'm saying? And he revealed the things that were false. So what is the light? Let's see what the light is. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. It say, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So look, it said the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. So this law, when the Lord bring you back, when the Lord opens up your eyes, you know what I'm saying, and he brings you out of that world, out of that darkness, into the light, which is this truth. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He bring you back into you gotta repent and keep the commandment. You gotta keep the commandments. You know, you gotta come back. You come out of that you came out of that world, man. And he took that veil off your eyes and he brought you into this light. You know what I'm saying? Which the Lord said, the commandment is a lamp and the law is light. And it said, and reproofs of instruction are a way of life. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, the commandments reprove you. It gives you instructions, you know what I'm saying, on how to live in this life. You know what I'm saying? That's what the light is. That's what the commandment is. It's a commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. So that light was him bringing you that light was him turning on that understanding, that discernment that this is I'm not doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this worldly stuff ain't right. Hey, me being in the world ain't right for me no more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this world, is wicked, and you start to see that. You know what I'm saying? That's the light that comes. That's the light that the Lord snapped on in you. So now, you know what I'm saying, you got to follow the commandments because they are reproofs and instructions on how to live in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's get a precept. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 105. Wait, so like Psalms 119 again. Psalms 118 and verse number, this is the book of Psalms chapter 119 and verse 105. It said, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So the word, which was the commandments, the word is a commandment. It said is a lamp unto my feet. You know what I'm saying? So hey, this was something that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's something that you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, to follow. Hey, to be instructed on what to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's an instruction and reproofs for life, you know what I'm saying, for how to live in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, you know what I'm saying, that hey, the Lord, the Most High, you know what I'm saying, hey, He brings you, He wakes you up. He could have left you out there in the darkness, you know. He could have left you out there just, you know what I'm saying, groping in the noonday, like it's saying, in the book of Deuteronomy 28, 28, I believe. So let me see that. I don't want to get off subject, but let me make sure that precept was right. Deuteronomy chapter 28. No, it was 28, 29. I'm going to read it. It said, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. In verse 29, it said, and thou shalt grope at noondays, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, you're gonna be out there groping in the noondays, like the Lord said, man. When you was in that darkness, hey, you was like a blind man groping in the noondays. Hey, it's light all around you. Hey, but you can't see it because you blind. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you groping around like, oh, trying to find the light. Hey, but look, the Lord only brought you to that. The Lord, hey, took that veil off your eyes. Hey, opened up your eyes so you can see. And He brought you to the light out of love. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you got to show. You know, so that going into the next topic. Hey, what is love in this thing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, because the Most High ain't had no mercy. You know what I'm saying? The Most High wasn't merciful on His people, ain't love His people. And He would have left us in the darkness, man. He could have left us out there in the darkness, groping in the noondays. You know what I'm saying? Hey, not knowing what the law is, not knowing what the commandments are. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, you know what I'm saying, that that we Israelites. He could have left us out there just thinking, he could have just left us out there and let us keep thinking that we just black, African, and American. And we just nothing but niggas and stuff like that. He could have just left us out there. You know what I'm saying? He could have just left us out there thinking, hey, he could have left our women out there too. Hey, thinking that they nothing but bad bees down FNF, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. Well, it could have just left us out there in madness and folly. But out of the love that He had for us, you know, out of the mercy, you know what I'm saying, that He has for His people, hey, He brought us back into this truth. So, you know what I'm saying, this is for all the Israelite brothers and sisters out there that's doing this thing. That's probably gonna watch this video. That needs some type of edification, you know, on the milk, you know, on the basics of this thing, you know, because this is what we need. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's like building a house in this thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a foundation first. The foundation is the word of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what the Lord said, the commandments. You know what I'm saying? How to follow them, how to keep them. You know, and then you know what I'm saying. Then you build up the rest of the house. You can't just dive into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's like you can't just dive into this thing without the foundation first. It's like you wouldn't build a damn house from the roof down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna build the roof first, and then I'm gonna build then I'm gonna frame it, then I'm gonna build it. No, you gotta put that foundation first. Make that foundation solid, flat, and firm. You know, so your house can stand. So what is the love? Let's see what love is. Let's go to the book of 1 John. Let's go to the book of 1 John. Okay, Con. This is the book of 1 John, because we need to know what love is. Because once we find out once we understand what the love is, hey, then it's something that we must do. So look, this is what love is. I'm gonna start at verse 2. There's the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2. It said, by this we know that we love by this we know that we love the children of God, that we love God and keep his commandments. So look, hey, the children of God, hey, love them, show that they love the Most High by keeping his commandments. And let's see what it says in verse 3. It says, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Hey, it said this is the love of God, hey, that we keep his commandments. We got to keep his commandments. Let's see what it is. I got a precept. Let's go to the book of... let's go to John. Let's go to John first. I'm going to hop back to that. It's the book of John. The book of John, chapter 14. It's the classic. It's playing on tables, too. It's the book of 1 John, because, hey, a lot of people say, hey, you hear the Christians say all the time, yeah, I love God. Yeah, I love Yahweh Shai. Yeah, I love him. I love the God. Hey, I love God. I love me some God. Hey, you say, hey, Christians and Muslims and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, that all these other ideologies and doctrines that our people are on, hey, they not showing that they love the Most High. The Most High said in his book that right here in 1 John, right? That's not 1 John. In John, Salaki. It's the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. It said, if ye love me, keep my commandments. The Lord said, if you love him, keep his commandments. Hey, the Lord said in 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3, hey, he said, for this is the love of God, that you keep my commandments. You gotta keep his commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Christianity don't tell you that. Down Islam tell you don't even deal with none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it said in prayer that you supposed to not earn the anger of the Jews. Even tell you in hadiths that you supposed to hate the Jews. If you was to see a Jew, kill a Jew. You know what I'm saying? It was telling you to kill the people. It was telling you, hey, Islam is wicked, man. They had 365 gods. 360 gods, I meant, Salaki. You know what I'm saying? It said 360 gods Islam had. They got that out of the book of from Babylon, Timbuktu. You know what I'm saying? 360 gods, that's a God for every day. You know, the Lord said don't worship idols, man. That's against the commandments. How could you say you love the Most High if you don't keep his commandments? Hey, the Lord said it's a commandment not to eat pork. Hey, but guess what? They go over there on Sunday having Sunday breakfast, Sunday brunch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, eating pork. Hey, first of all, hey, they said that the Lord's day is Sunday. The Lord said, hey, keep the Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath. That's a commandment. Remember the Sabbath. As a matter of fact, let's get that. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 5. Deuteronomy chapter 5. Verse. Because how could you say you love God if you don't keep his commandments, man? You don't love the Most High if you don't keep his commandments. That's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 15. And it said, and remember that thou wast a servant in the land of Egypt, and that the Lord thy God brought thee out of thence through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore the Lord thy God commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day. You gotta keep the Sabbath day, man. What is the Sabbath day, as a matter of fact? Let's see. Fuck it. What is the Sabbath day? So it said, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 2. Chapter 2 and verse 2. It said, and on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Verse 3, it said, and God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. See that? See that? But down Christianity, your damn Christian pork eating pastor gonna tell you, hey, this is the Lord's day. Sunday is the Lord's day. This is off. Sunday is the first day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Sunday is the first day of the damn week. Then it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The Sabbath day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sabbath day. That's 7 days, but they tell you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They count Monday as the first day of the week. Who told you to do that, man? See how they change up the ordinances of the Lord. That's not following the commandments. That's showing that you hate the Most High. That's showing that you hate the Lord. That's not showing that you love the Lord. Back to the lesson though. So what is love? Let's go to let's go to 2 Peter verse 6. Sorry, 2 John verse 6. It says, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. You heard this from the beginning, as it said in John 1:17. Moses gave you the commandments. And the Lord sanctified, blessed the seventh day. And a lot of our people break this day. They don't honor they don't remember the Sabbath day, because they so busy during the week thinking about, hey, I'm a sneaking geek on the Lord's day, and I'm going to just go to church on the seventh day, and I'm going to be okay. No. That's off. That is off as hell. It's not righteous. It's not righteous at all. It's unrighteous. It is unholy. Sunday is the unholy day. This is the way I do this. Let's figure out what righteousness is, man. Let's go to, because, you know what I'm saying, that's not right. You know what I'm saying, that's not righteous, man. That's not love, showing that you love the Lord, because you're not keeping his commandments. Hey, it's saying, hey, the way you show you, if you love the Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments. So like, what's like? Yeah, he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. John 14:15. That's what he said. Keep his commandments. our people just, you know what I'm saying, they make it seem like it's so grievous. Hey, Lord said in 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. I'm gonna go ahead, let me get it back again, I'm gonna read it for you again. It said, it's the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. It said, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Said that's the love of God. That's the love. That's how you show the love. Hey, as it said in John chapter 14 and verse 15, he said, this is love. Hey, that we walk in his ways in second John verse 6. That we do what he said. Hey, we walk the way he told us to walk. Like how do we miss that, man? Like how do we miss that? Like why do we continue to do what we want to do? Like our body, like our life is our own. You know, like hey, like we could just like we wake ourselves up in the morning and we just do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we just do whatever the hell we want to do, man. And we just keep on, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I do everything. I'm self-sufficient. I don't need the Most High. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Most High, hey, God, hey, God, hey, God. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you only thank God when you get stuff. Or you only call God, hey, when you're going through something. You only call the Most High when you're going through something. That's not love, man. That's not showing that you love somebody. It's not showing that you love the Most High God. But the Most High God said, if you love him, keep his commandments. And your life is not your own. Let me see that. Book of Proverbs. Proverb. Let's see what it say. Is your life your own? It's not. That's why the Lord gave you commandments. Because you don't know what the hell to do with your life. You don't even know what the hell to do with yourself. You don't even know what you're going to eat. So you might go in there and think I'm going to make a sandwich and end up with a bowl of cereal. You might go in there, hey, think about making a sandwich, crave for some cereal, and then end up eating chips. You don't even know what the hell you want to do. You don't know what the hell you want to do. Hey, your body ain't your own. Let's see what it say. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24. It said, hey, a man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? How can you understand your own way? You thinking, hey, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do this, hey, and I'm going to just do what I feel like doing. No. And then the Lord get up with your ass. Bet you be calling on the Lord then. Hey, but what the Lord say? What's going to happen to you in that time? Hey, this Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 25, I'm going to start at. It said, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. It said, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Hey, so he said, hey, he said, but ye have set at naught, meaning you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. You took none of his counsel, which was the commandments. Hey, you did none of you. Hey, you wouldn't hearken to none of his reproof. I ain't listen to none of the law. You ain't hear. You ain't study none of his law. You hearing the law when it went out the other. You didn't take none of his reproof. Hey, but you get hit by a car, gas leaking. You see the fire creeping up to your car while your car done flipped over. You can't get out the seatbelt, and you calling for the Most High. Lord, help me out. Lord, he gonna laugh at you. Hey, remember that time? He'll be like, hey, remember that time Hey, I told you to put that blunt down, and you lit it up again. Now he about to light you up. He gonna laugh at you. Let's get back to the lesson, Salaki. So, cause what is righteousness in this thing? What is righteousness? Let's see. You gotta be righteous in this thing. You gotta be upright and have integrity in this thing. You know, because hey, the Lord ain't playing around, man. Hey, the Lord, hey, he's greatly terrible. And he's great and he's very terrible at the same time. And you know, us as you know what I'm saying, knowing that we are Israelites, coming back into this truth, coming back into knowing who we are after the Lord that made us discontinue from our heritage. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah 17:4. You know, we gotta seek the Lord, seek the face of the Lord, man. You gotta seek the face of the Lord 10 times more with Ruth 4:28. We gotta do that, man. Because it was our mind that went astray. In fact, let's get that. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 28. It said, "For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more." Hey, so we got to seek the face of the Lord, man, 10 times more, man. Hey, because we went astray. Hey, we were being that rebellious and stiff-necked people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Baruch 2:30. Hey, we was that people that was stiff-necked, that was rebellious, man. So we got to seek the face of the Lord, baby, because we turned our back on the Lord by going into these going into these wicked doctrines, this damn Christianity, this damn baptism, Buddhism, Arab stuff that we was on, man. Idolatry, crystal believing that they just spiritual. You know what I'm saying? No, man. So yeah, let's see what righteousness is, man. We gotta seek righteousness in this thing. We gotta make sure, hey, we doing what we gotta do for the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we love the Lord. Hey, ask ourselves. You gotta ask yourself every day, all the time, because then it's the land of your captivity. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how they try to always get you to go off and sin and keep you down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta ask yourself, do I love the Lord? Am I being righteous in this thing? You gotta ask that at all times. Ask yourself that. Self-examination, whether thou be in the faith. 2 Corinthians 13:5. It says, this the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 25. It says, "And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us." So it's our righteousness. It will be our righteousness to do the commandments of the Lord. Because like he commanded us to do, that will be our righteousness. That's what he said. It's the book of Deuteronomy, man. Moses said this, man. For it will be our righteousness. You know what I'm saying? That we keep his commandments. Let's go to Romans. I got a precept. Romans. It's the book of Romans, chapter 8. The book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse number 4. Yeah, man. Because it'll be our righteousness, man. It'll be our righteousness, you know what I'm saying, that we, you know what I'm saying, that we keep the commandments, man. And we put off that old man, you know. This the book of, Shalom. It will be our righteousness, you know, that we keep his commandments. And the Lord said in the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse number 4, it says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. So, you know what I'm saying, hey, it'll be our righteousness that we walk not after the flesh, and we walk after the Spirit, and because the Spirit desires things that are spiritual, which is what? Like the commandments, what the Lord said. You gotta put that old man off, man. This book of Romans, this is a precept right here. I got this is another precept. This is the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 6. It said, knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. Hey, you serving sin when you lead with the flesh, man. You serving sin when you lead with the flesh. Hey, Lord willing, tomorrow, I mean, in the morning, you know, Lord willing, I'm gonna do another video, part 2, to the milk, man, because our people, you know, we need foundation in this thing. We need fundamentals in this thing. You know, so Lord willing, this video was edifying. You know, stop serving sin. Stop serving the flesh. Put off that old man and keep the commandments. They're not grievous. All praise to the Most High. Lord willing, it was edifying. That Kwame Astrala. Shalom.